Hello everyone, we're back with Fake Grand Order with the Olympus last book. I need to turn down my volume. You can see that on the top right, top left. Yeah, last time we started Souls to be Equals in Due Course, which I think is Dioscura's arc. Now we're gonna go meet with the collaborator, who's definitely Europa. Right? Right everyone? Europa? Europa. Her name's fun to say. That's Mordred. Why am I looking at sabers? What the heck? It's got D. And this looks like a good time to bring Edmund. Napoleon? Yeah, we don't want you. Like Artoria? That works. What's in this stage was Bond at? No, she's my free 5-star. Still getting her up. Almost 3. Okay. It needs 50k total. I don't know how far along she is. I think the second phase was like over 10k though, so. We moving? Yeah, I agree, Paul. We're arriving at the designated coordinates. We're immediately beneath Altar Town in the middle of the city. We'll have to hoof it from here. Come on, everyone. You ready to leave? I want to see you all. You're ready to be out the door in 60 seconds. Looks like you're already set, Mashi. Hold on. I need to get my shoes on. I need to go to the bathroom. Hold on. Yes, I'm ready. What are you equipped with your next? I'm ready too. Oh, and I forgot my jacket. Hold on. No problems here either. I'm a sword fighter after all. I'm always expecting that fight to break out at any time. Is that why she always has her sword over her shoulder? So we're underneath Altar Town, huh? Is that bad? Holmes? Adele Marcarios, can you tell us what this area of the city is like? This is right where the guides reside. Right near where the guides reside. Altar Town sits in the center of Olympus. Right beneath the Great Orbital Shrine, the bearer of the Cronus Crown. There's a group of central shrines here that supervise all the branch shrines in the other districts. The God's Great Orbital Shrine lies directly above them. It's the area of the city that's closest to Zeus. So we're right beneath enemy territory. And on top of all that, these coordinates aren't that deep underground. So the remains of Hades' protection are at their weakest here, while Zeus' protection is at its strongest. Is that how it works? So that means things work differently this part of the underground. That's right. Would be fine if we were just a little farther down. But I'm guessing at this depth, we're gonna have to walk? I'm afraid so. It won't be too long of a trip, but there's nothing I can do about the depth issue. Then we'll have to be extra careful. Don't forget, there can be autonomous weapons lurking around here too. Wyverns. Autonomous wyverns. It'll be a major pain if one of them spots you, so if you see one before it sees you... Yeah? Don't need to run for it immediately, because destroying it won't stop it from alerting the others. Autonomous weapons, eh, Mordred? Give me the Argos. Oh wait, we already destroyed the Argos. Yeah, Yeah, right, good point, Fraud. As we're talking about mass destruction devices and anti-personnel eradicators. Like Musashi, nothing personnel. They're all linked right up to Zeus' senses. Zeus may not be able to see into the underground directly, but he can sense what his machines see. Think of them as his eyes. They don't show up at the depths we normally hide the base, but we're shallow enough now that they do show up. Watch yourselves around here. Is there really an AI? Ever heard of one swapping between personas like that before? What, they all fake their deaths and they're gonna show up? Oh. I'd say they're more like a trustworthy partner who keeps giving us plans of attack and secret weapons. They already helped us a bunch so far. So you noticed too, huh? Samurai chick? Isn't there a saying for this sort of thing? Wyverns? Speak of the devil! Or say Mashu! Then we're gonna run. Magical energy reading 200 meters ahead. As far as I can tell, they don't seem to be any other paths alongside this tunnel. Our only choices are to meet her head on or to retreat. Master? Hey, this is exactly what I hate about this depth. Let's get out of here for now. I'll look for another route before it notices us. This is such a pain in the butt, pardon my French. Can't we just kill the thing and keep moving? Don't you think we would if we could? You just get back for now, and... Don't worry, everything is fine. Sever this device's connection to Zeus's neural network. Synthesized voice. Is this the collaborator? Simplifying matters for the Chaldeans, it's no longer online. Well, that's not entirely true. Doing some hacks, so it'll seem like it was online. The point is, you don't need to worry about leaving it intact. Well, that's the best news I've heard all day. Just when I thought our only choices were to run or hide, now we have a much, much better one. Whoever you are, I'm going to assume Lady Cannon sent you and trust that you're here to help. How about you, Horsey? Okay, let's take this thing out and keep moving. You serious? We had that call faster than I thought. It's the right one, too. Just in your intuition to keep moving. Initiating or next? Yeah. Okay. What are we going to talk about today? Yesterday. Today. It was like an hour ago. I talked about Cross Channel's translation history. That's a fun one. It's a lot of fun thinking about how I'll never get to read it. It'll forever be a kami gay. The joke is, in the visual novel community, any untranslated, well, not any, but if like a good visual novel is untranslated, it's a kami gay, a god game. But once it's translated, it's actually revealed, you know, oh yeah, it's not actually all that good. People were just typing it up because people couldn't read it. It's like my Hoyo. Once it gets, or the Tsukihime remake. Once those get translated, yeah, they're not kami gay. They kind of suck, actually. Like Mihoyo right now is only half kami gay because it's half translated. Like I don't know if that's really happened with like White Album 2 and Muramasa yet. How were they received? Like I still need to finish White Album 2. I read the introductory chapter. I wasn't really into it. But I'd still like to give the second half of the game a chance. Or is it even... It's probably more than a half, isn't it? Like, the introductory chapter is probably like the first like quarter, first third maybe. Because it has just no routes. Oh wait, use this. While the, what's it called? Closing chapter has 4 routes. And then there's also the 3 other routes too. So I'm assuming I've hardly scratched the surface of it. How much is that gonna do? Okay. Decent, respectable amount. We might finish it here. Yeah, we should. Okay. Yeah, I just never really connected with it all too much. I actually liked the first couple hours, but once... I'm trying to think of what point kind of turned me off it. I just didn't connect really to the main 3 characters. Like the love triangle. Especially the main character, who... There is more depth to him than is shown, but they don't show it a lot, right? They kind of lead you to kind of infer, which can work, but I think they should have expressed how he feels a little more. Which I'll assume they do in later on in the game, but... Just Edmund again? Are we just gonna go straight into battle? Nope. Hostile has been silenced. And I'm picking up another magical energy reading 100 meters away, heading straight for us at a high speed. Seems to me like another one of them happened to find us, rather than the last one calling for reinforcements. Fine taking it on. Now how do the rest of you feel? Huh, how do I feel? I feel like I take a couple hundred of these things without breaking a sweat. Let's do this. Okay. Just straight into battle, pretty much. That's a water break. But I still want to give it a chance before I say, oh yeah, it sucks. Oh yeah, same with Bokuten. I read the first chapter. I don't know how many chapters it has. But the first chapter is like maybe 3 hours. Maybe 4. No, I don't think it was that long. I didn't like the side plot, but I like the main plot, if that makes sense. You have your red Bokuten get that. Basically, it's, you're playing Cupid to a bunch of couples. I assume how it goes.
I did not like the couple that chapter 1 focused on. And also, like, it felt very melodramatic. I'm definitely gonna read at least, well, like, no, I liked it, so I'd like to finish it even. Just, I like to at least read chapter 2 before saying, oh yeah, all the side plots are kind of stupid. I'm gonna assume that was just a one-off thing that I did like. But I think it's similar in nature to that one Yuri visual novel that I never read out. Like, there's 2 ghosts on the rooftop. I think 2 kindred spirits on the rooftop. It's something like that. But in that one, you go on playing stupid. I assume at an all-girl school with Yuri couples. I always think it's weird that like Yuri or Yaoi, which, like, I don't think I've ever even read a Yaoi visual novel. Everyone is always gay, everyone, right? Or yeah, alternatively, in some games, depending on if you make a male or a female character, everyone's bi, right?
Bond 3, almost Bond 4 too, actually. That always kind of breaks my suspension of disbelief sometimes. Like, everyone is gay, everyone. There's not like one character who isn't. Although, I mean, I guess that kind of goes against the point of those kind of stories, right? And alternatively, what if there's a visual novel where, like, best girl, you know, everyone loves her, childhood friend, oh yeah, it turns out she's a lesbian, can't date her. Yeah, people would be so mad. You go, Fall. I'm thinking of it's an original English visual novel. I know it kind of subverted that kind of thing, but I forget what it was called. I don't know if it was even good.
I think it's kind of controversial even. I can't remember it. You think Edmund's ever gonna get a strengthening quest? His skills are so boring, right? Like, his second or third one could use a, like, I don't know, a little something. Like, even if Golden Girl was really good, right, for looping, like, just MP game up is boring. I mean, they gave him a MP up. Although, I think it was like right when Scuddy came out, right? If they had known the horrors of Scuddy looping, they never would have. Well, I mean, they make Cash Victoria, so they don't get a top. She comes out soon, right? I'm ever grateful for that day. I have 200 quartz saved up, plus we'll get at least 100 quartz for the anniversary, right? This might be one of those anniversaries where we get like 200 or 300. It depends on what they get, right? Like, it seems like every anniversary, like, oh yeah, every interlude now gives 2 quartz instead of 1, so you get 1 quartz for every interlude done, or the free quests, or, you know, strengthening quests, or so on and so forth, right? Speaking of free quests, I need to do the boss fight 2 once. Like, it's a serious pain, right? Usually I save that for when I'm really thirsty for quartz. Like, I remember farming every available free quest. I think the latest one was Camelot on the Japanese series, trying to get made, then I did not get it. Okay. Yeah, but I spent like all like 2 or 3 days doing that. Just watching TV on my computer. That's a big hand. How many embers is this boy gonna drop? Remember in Babylonia when we talked about your hands, they gave us XP? I remember that. I miss that one. But you know what I miss more? I miss Epic of Remnant when we didn't have Mashu tagging along with us all the time. I think you're not going to say that, but that's allowed. 1 in 4 or 5, I can't say that, that's allowed. Like, I wish there's a last one where it's like, oh yeah, I'm Mashu, I gotta stay behind for a reason. I think last one 6 actually does that, kind of. Or like, it separates you from Mashu for longer than, like, a chapter. I don't know that for certain, but I've heard people talk about like, a trio of characters, Budo being one of them in last one 6. They like, have good chemistry or something. Gone forward. You go Anastasia? Just the way it was phrased made it sound like Mashu wasn't in the picture for at least a while. Which, God, I hope so. Please, Nasu, deliver us from Shoulder Kohai. So, this is just a filler chapter, huh? Oh yeah, Caligula's here. I keep forgetting he exists. All hostiles down. I don't see any other hostiles in the area. The Healing Authority doesn't seem to be working on their remains either. Of course not. Not with me here. That guy Zeus might have taken over Demeter's authority, but these things aren't going to be instantly healing themselves as long as I'm around. Can't say what's going to happen once we leave, but at least we won't have to worry about them for while I'm here. Man, you're sure you punks. I should messed up if that's what I'm doing. Let's get me getting soft in my old age. Yeah, how old is Canis? Wait, are they supposed to be summoned at an old age? In which case, why are they female instead of male? I'm still mad about that. It was already destroyed. You really need to hit it again? Mind your own dang business. Besides, didn't you once chop a guy's head off after you had already taken him out? Down? Oh, that's just me tying up loose ends. Loose ends? You serious? The battle's over, Master. You did great.
Thanks, Mashu. Well, get out of here.
By the way, the giant hand we fought towards the end. Oh yeah, about that.
Haven't we seen it in the simulator before?
Yes, it looks just like the ones you've seen in the simulator. From what I've been told, it's been a mock enemy archetype in Chaldea's combat simulator since the simulator first began operating.
Well, no, that was a big one, though.
Also encountered similar looking hostile enemies near the ley lines with some singularities. Gilgamesh summoned them too. Still unclear exactly where their design comes from.
What is this gonna be lore? The hands are actually based off something?
Yeah, fo. Yep, fo.
Sure is a big hand. Yep. Oh. I thought it was my chase to pet him. Is this gonna be a recurring joke? Because that's at least the second time they've done that. Probably like third or fourth.
Okay, everyone, great work. Sure, it may not have helped, but it was a good show. So shall we be going then? Oh, then again, maybe we should just ask the owner of this little hideout for directions. The owner? Yes, that's fine with me.
Europa!
Of course, my secret workshop is just up ahead, so you don't have much further to go. Just keep going straight ahead. Don't worry, the door's unlocked. Welcome, God Destroyer Alliance in Chaldea, to my great Prometheus Hephaestus workshop.
Oh, this could just be Hephaestus, couldn't it? He tricked him into thinking he did a heel turn, but he didn't actually do a heel turn. Paul? Hephaestus? I thought you were destroyed in Atlantis. You tricked us.
And you tricked Morimasa. Yes, a version of me was destroyed, but that was more of a backup version of the me which resides here. Didn't that version of me tell you that another version existed back before it met its end? That's right, you did. So there's another separate unit of you here in Olympus.
There you go. I am that separate unit. Though strictly speaking, maybe I should say I'm more of a transcendent unit. Anyway, this is very intriguing. It sounds like you've come across my hands, even in proper human history. What? Your hands? These were Hephaestus' hands the whole time? He's the one who gives me XP every day?
The giant hand was yours. Being one of the 12 Olympians' own hands explains why I was so huge.
Those are your hands, Hephaestus? This is the plot reveal I never saw coming.
Oh no, not mine. Sorry if my choice of words confused you. Oh, they're replicas of my hands from back when I was just Prometheus. Back before I became Prometheus Hephaestus.
They're Prometheus' hands.
Oh, I guess they're embers, right? That's what they drop? Get it?
It seems the version of me that is Prometheus from proper human history is bestowing wisdom and experience on you. What a fascinating connection! Ah, dude! What is Prometheus summonable?
Hey, Prometheus, the god of wisdom, is said to have given humanity the gift of fire. Then the enormous hand-shaped enemy we've been known to encounter in the Chaldean combat simulator is Prometheus' hand of wisdom. Here in this thought spot is only the remains of my former self. But in proper human history, I'm sure it's doing everything it can to aid humanity in its time of crisis.
Oh, what a cool guy. I don't know what to say, except it's very random. Thank you. Thank you, Prometheus. Can I have some XP? Not at all. After all, that's my proper human history self, not me. Now go on. This may not be quite the reunion you had in mind, but you're welcome in my workshop nonetheless. You who continue to defy the gods. I thought he wasn't working with us, though. What's going on with that? Like, I feel like that wouldn't work, right? Just, hey, Zeus, I want to work with you now. Wink, wink.
There's definitely something similar here. But, so does this mean Europa isn't on our side? It reminds me of the temple remains we saw in Atlantis.
Oh, is this a forge?
Does this mean the whole workshop is actually your brand? Prometheus Hephaestus?
That's right, it is. One sense, I suppose it's been a long time, Chaldeans. It's for you, God Destroyer Alliance. It's nice to meet you.
Same here. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, O God of Knowledge. I mean, God of the Forge.
Don't worry, either is fine. My current state, I'm both neither, and, well, both.
Come to think of it, you sound different. You sound less mechanical.
Don't worry about that. My speech patterns sound different here. It's because Prometheus' brain is the primary operator for this facility. In that sense, I suppose I really did die once. Or at least the database intelligence that called itself Hephaestus did.
In proper human history, Prometheus was said to be the god of knowledge who bestowed wisdom upon humanity.
So, this isn't the evil Hephaestus, but there's still an evil Hephaestus out there with Morimasa somewhere.
my understanding about. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I'm just here to play video games. Presumably, here in this lost vault, you managed to survive by fusing with one of the gods who found the Olympia Machia. That's right, fused with Hephaestus, who had been taken prisoner after the Machia ended. Seems I wasn't able to disclose such top-secret information in Atlantis. But I take it you're sharing all your information with the Alliance? It's a wise decision, Count Hans. Yes, well, I'm afraid we have precious little to share in that regard when it comes to lost vaults. You'd were practically starved for information. So it would seem. I haven't really been following this side of things too closely yet. She wasn't in Atlantis. But does this mean you're the guy to share Alliance collaborator we've been hearing so much about? I'm collaborating with the Alliance, yes. In that case, I have to thank you for saving our bacon. But he didn't say he's the collaborator. It's still Europa. Trust me, it's Europa. Trust, definitely, yep. Something like the big cannon really helped us out a ton. Might not have been enough to let us win with it alone. We definitely couldn't have won without it. Sure, we're definitely going to need the Grand Summon article we're about to take off your hands too. Pardon me? Right, there's still one more thing I'd like to know. Oh? First time we encountered the gods of Olympus, we're saved in part by a kind of dissonant noise. Notice it interfered directly with Olympus's independent god-made ley line, therefore seemed quite effective against the gods. So you noticed that, did you? Since neither Macarius nor Adele seem to possess such a thing, I can only conclude that it belongs to you. I don't remember the noise. I assume it's when, like, you know, Kadak showed up and saved us, right? Tell me, would we be able to borrow it from you? Ha 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 ha! Don't bother. That ain't ever gonna work on him again. Why is he talking like that? Is Morimasa in the forge? One the robot? I mean... That's a special mystic code that built on the heroic Orpheus's musical magecraft. Unfortunately, is Orpheus the guy who went down to Hades to get his wife, but he looked back, like at the final moment, so he couldn't save her? Now that we've used it once, we can never use it again. Just like our smoke screens. Might not be completely useless anymore, but it won't ever work that well again. I see. I didn't realize you'd been using such valuable things to help us. It's okay, Masho. It had to be done. Adele. Fall. But he could have just let us die to save it. It's like, you know, when you have like a consumable item in an RPG, and you're like, oh no, I can't use this now, I gotta save it for the final boss. Furball just wants to jump on you. Get away from her, Furball. Oh my, what's gotten into you, little one? Develop a weakness for pretty faces in such a short time since we last met. You know, Foe too. We can leave Foe out sometimes. Foe can go with Mashu in Lost Vault 6 and just go, you know, hang out. Off camera. If nothing else, I'm really glad you're still alive. Hephaestus. I don't know, he doesn't look that well to me. I wouldn't say I'm alive so much as synced up with my backup unit, but thank you. In Atlantis, you defeated Artemis and Poseidon. In Olympus, you defeated Demeter and Aphrodite. Now that you have triumphed over so many mechanical gods, you're practically at Zeus's throat. What you have accomplished so far is nothing short of amazing. 5.6% chance. There's just one more thing I'd like to ask you. Did Aphrodite say anything about me? Well... In proper human history's mythology, Aphrodite is the goddess of love and beauty, as well as Hephaestus' wife. I gather from your question that you had a similar relationship with her in this last vault? That was a long time ago. At this point, I'm just a mind without an Alethea. I don't blame you for killing my wife at all. But however she may have changed after the Olympia Machia, she's still the woman I once loved. She was very loving herself, once. She said your name right before she died. Oh, did we hear that? I thought she was talking to herself. I see. Oh, what was that? No, that about the Grand Summon article. Shears moves on quick. Of course he does. Forget cold-blooded. These things don't even have blood. Just because they might look human sometimes doesn't mean they are. Just like people will never know what it's like to be a beast, no god will ever know what it's like to be human. If one did, there would be an exception among exceptions. These things are just like overgrown piles of junk that happen to know a thing or two thanks to their authority. Doesn't matter if they're a god that sprung up all natural and stuff on Earth, or a mechanical god that came from space. They're all nothing more than containers for the huge power we call authority. So yeah, of course this guy's gonna be quick as heck to move on. Think the sea could ever know how a person feels? Or a freaking storm? Of course not. There you have it. Canis, you must be the one who gained Poseidon's protection. Come now, there's no reason we can't be friendly. Yeah, look, Hephaestus is nice. I'll admit that Poseidon could certainly behave in less than admirable ways. That's a way of putting it. But don't you talk to me about him! You know, fair response, honestly. Just hurry the heck up and give us the summon thing already, you pile of scrap. Once you hand it over, I'll end your miserable life, and we can all be on our merry way. Now hurry up in. Main's voice. You think this is Kadak or Krishtaya? Some little punk's feeling grumpy today. You can get your full lunch or something? Kadak. You need a quick meal to fix yourself up, you can take mine. And watch that spear of yours. Poke somebody's eye out with that thing if you ain't care. Is this Muramasa? Muramasa content? You touched my spear, didn't you? But that guy, are you an assassin? That's not right. Who is that? How did they sneak up on Canis like that? I don't sense any bloodlust or hostile intent. Something about this guy feels familiar. Muramasa, 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 Muramasa. Positively, there wasn't anyone here until a moment ago. What is this feeling? Whoever this guy is, he's no ordinary heroic spirit. What the heck are you? Oh, he's here! Me? This here's the god of the Forger's workshop. Of course, you're gonna need a smithy to work it. So this is the Hephaestus Muramasa saved. Fact is, I was just in the middle of casting something for that old pile of scrap, as you put it. So who are you? Customer? If you are, then you ought to know to mind your manners. Don't do business unless I hear please and thank you. In the meantime, why don't you put that big stick of yours away? Is he nice? It ain't a bad piece of work. No sense in wasting it on an old geezer like me. I know you! You're Senju Muramasa, really? Well, I had no idea. Oh my, now that's quite a big name. That's a geezer fits by any means either. Like, Pepe, we've seen him before. You haven't seen him before. Senju Muramasa, an alter ego. So your rogue spirit who helped Senpai back in Shimosa now. Well, actually, they talked to us at the end of it. Muramasa might have been around then. He's one of the foreign god's disciples. Oh, Caligula. Senju Muramasa. Oh? Yeesh. Maybe this is my payback for spending my whole life in the forge. Sure, I always had faith in the Sumukari. Let alone don't explain how he ended up an alter ego. Now I'm a glorified errand boy for something called the foreign god. That weren't bad enough. It's made me an enemy of gosh darn humanity itself. Weren't so dang tragic it'd almost be funny. Well, at least we gotta meet a true god of the forge out of this deal. Though my excitement sure tapered off when he turned out to be a half-fossilized gizmo. Heck, he's more like an old man who's just been around about as long as most gods. You know, there's something really sad about an already old man calling you an old man. The smithing skill just have to come with a foul mouth. Hey now, didn't mean anything by it. How about I give you your bald head of yours a good polish to make it up? Hephaestus is bald? I am not bald! He's not bald. Actually, he seems to be, thinning? He's definitely not like the other disciples. So you're one of the foreign god's alter ego's disciples, huh? The Muramasa I knew used to complain about materializing as a saber. So I guess you made up for it by being an alter ego this time? Sure get around for an old guy. So, what are you actually doing here? Is it just a coincidence we ran into you? Or is it maybe more than that? You're here lying in wait to take care of Chaldea for getting in the foreign god's way or something? You know, that's a good question. I want to honor my mentor's requests, but I also can't ignore my duties as a disciple of the foreign god. So, do I settle things now, or should I be on my way? What do you think, Chrome Dome? Chrome Dome? So Muramasa, my very last apprentice, and Chaldea, the ones who carry on my proper human history self's hopes. Sure, Bond, even I couldn't predict. The god of knowledge I find this fascinating. But it seems it has the Chaldeans on edge. Not that I can blame them, given they're up against another god. You're right? Unless that Zeus fellow said I gotta cut him in two and serve him up on an offering if I came across them. Alter ego Senju Muramasa. What does Musashi have more narration than Gudao? More monologue. No matter what he says about not lying in wait for us, he's still the foreign god's disciple, which makes him our enemy. You should probably think of him as a whole other Senju Muramasa, with a different spirit origin altogether from the one I knew, but... Hey, you. Tough-looking swordsman. Swordswoman. You recognize this face or something? Don't tell me you know this body's original owner. What? Should I? Who's the original owner? Some Shiro guy? Never heard of him. Yeah, that probably ain't it. Guessing you just met me during a past materialization or something. Well, whatever went on with that, I ain't got a single memory of it. Still, gotta thank you all the same. Must have really liked me, seeing how you're keeping your hands off your swords even under these circumstances. Haha, never would have thought a Neo like you would go easy on an enemy standing right in front of you. I'm more of like a Dark Souls guy, you know, from software kind of, you know. Huh? I've never played Neo. I own the first one, I got it for free on Epic, but from what I've heard about it, I don't think I'd be into it as much as the From games. Question mark? Huh? Isn't it your enemy? The heck you just say? I believe he said, thank you? Foe! You're not our enemy after all? Nope, at least not for now. It ain't your ally either, so don't go getting those lines mixed up. The heck? What's going on here? No fighting? No killing? Heck do you get off on saying that kind of stuff after you already picked a fight? Me? I didn't pick no fight. Just warn you to take good care of that weapon of yours. God, I love this guy. What's your deal anyway? Kid was old at heart? You're in with Horsey and the samurai chick? Forget it, I don't know. I don't care and I'm bored. Wake me up when things get interesting again. I too know nothing of this man whatsoever. True, I've never met a heroic spirit by his name before either. It's definitely not like the other alter egos though. Not simultaneously. Foe. Think I care if you lot agree with me or not? Turning my spirit form and going to sleep. Bye, Candace. Sleep tight. Is that the... Nope. Should send you more Masa, alter ego. I'd heard your name back in Atlantis. But I never would have guessed you'd remain neutral. Another fascinating phenomenon. But an open discussion is on the table, Mr. Muramasa. There are a few things I'd like to confirm with you. For example, can we assume you won't be sharing your knowledge of our arrival here with the other alter egos? Didn't I tell you? This moment I'm just another smithy. Can't be bothered to worry about anything else until I'm done with the job I'm signed on to. I see. Well, we greatly appreciate that. Hold up. Hey you, the one hiding in the shadows. Who might you be? Oh, I can tell you're even trying to erase your presence, so why don't you come out and say hi already? Who is it this time? Oh, Kadak. Who told, yeah. And Mechanical L. Same model Kadak had with him. It must also be the device that was used to set off Orpheus' spell. It seems its master today is neither Kadak nor Pepperons. You know what? It's Europa! I knew it! Well, actually! I'm a genius! You can't trick me! Yes, that's right. That sacred owl has been entrusted to me. Good day, Chaldeans and members of the God Destroyer Alliance. I believe this is our second time meeting in person. I'm Europa. I'm the Shrine Maiden and Queen to Zeus, ruler of this interstellar mountainous city of Olympus, and the Collaborator. And the God Destroyer Alliance Collaborator! I'm a genius! You know, I never doubted it for a second, really. I figured it out right from the beginning. It was so obvious if, you know, you paid attention. Quartz. And... What a reactor core? Is that what those are? Okay, so this chapter did not go at all how I expected. Based off the first... given the first three ones, well, like they're all... Well, it was just combat missions that were kind of fillery. I expected nothing of importance to happen. Everything to be in this chapter. Right? But then the post-battle of the last arrow had a bunch of stuff. Like, what the heck? Wait, next time. I think... I didn't look how many parts this arc has. I don't know if it's 4 or 5. But... I think that's it for me today. I'm been so tired lately. I might take a nap. Who knows? Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye.